FTC.
But this is great for gamers.
The cap.
I'm a game influencer. It looks like DLC. I'm only human. It's my opinion. I'm a neutral. I'm a neutral.
I'm a PlayStation fan too. Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Listen, I'm sorry that the show kind of started a little bit late today. I got pulled into a meeting, like a last minute work meeting, so I had to deal with some stuff with that, and I didn't get a chance to create like the show and all that stuff. And actually it changed what I was going to talk about today too, right? Because I did a space with Bari. Well, let me say this. Bari did the space. I just co-hosted. You know, Bari did the space, and I told you I ain't do no spaces for a while, like in terms of hosting a space and whatnot. Bari did the space. I was just in there talking. You feel me? So I didn't break my word on that, right? And after that, I had like 2 back-to-back meetings. So I was like, oh shit, let me deal with that. And I didn't get a chance to set up the show and whatnot. So that's my apologies. My fault, guys. Listen, real world adult stuff. Oh, where's the chat? Oh, the chat's not working. Hold up, let's fix the chat real quick. I don't know why this does that. Like every show I have to input the actual chat. Like for some reason I have to keep putting a new link into there. I don't know what's going on. But yo, if y'all can share out the stream, let everybody know that we are live. That's my fault. Like I said, I got caught up with work and whatnot. Listen, man, I got real world responsibilities. Let me share out the stream again just so that people know we are live. We are live. I'm live right now. Hold up. No, let me say stop by. Stop by if you can. Smiley face. Stop by if you can, man. Okay. So, where are my manners, man? Let me, so shout out to, if you're at work, I hope I could get you through your work day, right? If you're coming home from work, I hope I could get you through, your commute home from work, right? If you're at home, cooking dinner, doing homework with the kids or whatever, I hope I could get you through your session. Listen, you might be taking a shower. I don't know. You might be taking a shower. Listen, you got to wash your body now, ladies and gentlemen. Cleanliness is closer to godliness. You understand? Keep the body clean. I just appreciate you putting me on while you're in the shower. Listen, you might be having the maritals with the missus. I don't know. You might be like, baby, listen, we're going to do what we do, but I got to put on this when Persona speaks. I don't know. I just appreciate you putting me on while you do what you do with doing your maritals with your significant other. I just appreciate you. You understand? And also shout out to the workout crew. I know a lot of people listen to me while they work out. Get your sweat on. You understand? Burn some calories, lift some weights. I appreciate you. I hope I can get you through your session. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody. Chris Righteous, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Carl Anchor in the building. Carl, how you feeling today, man? Sergeant 13. Sergeant 13. Wow, yo, Sergeant, you've been here for so long, and my eyesight, I'm getting old. Sergeant 13, or is it? 12. Yeah, my eyesight's bad. Wow. Sergeant 12, man, I appreciate you pulling up. DDP 540, what's going on with you, bro? I appreciate you. Ice Queen Gaming in the building. Ice Queen, appreciate you. The man himself in the building. I appreciate you. David Rock in the building. Dave, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Sam Porter, what's going on with you? James Williams in the building. Day Go Craig. Day, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Johnny Gaming in the building. Johnny, how you feeling today? Vedger, What's going on with you, Vedra? Appreciate you. SIE. What's going on, SIE? Appreciate you, bro. Yo, Cold-Blooded Sensei in the building. Cold-Blooded, how are you, sir? Yo, Sonic Moore in the building. Sonic, how you feeling today? Seto Kaiba in the building. Viper Reap in the building. Freddy 214 in the building. Kyle Ward 789 in the building. Appreciate all of you, man. Yo, it's me, baby 80 in the building. I appreciate you. Yo, Henry Heck in the building. Henry, appreciate you, bro. Is Lil Mama watching with us? If she is, man, shout out to Lil Mama. Appreciate you. Appreciate both of y'all. Hell, Henry, you might have the whole family. I don't know. Shout out to the missus as well. It might be you, missus, and Lil Mama. Y'all might be making this a whole family event. I don't know. Shout out to the whole family, Henry. Shout out to the whole damn family. Who else is there? Yo, Games for Eternity, I appreciate you, man. He says, no, we appreciate you. And I mean, that really means a lot, Games for Eternity, man. I really mean it when I said it. I do appreciate all of you that come through and rock out with me. Yo, PS Rewind, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. D-True49, what's going on with you? Appreciate you. Yo, Philip Sin in the building. Philip, what's going on with you, bro? I appreciate you, man. Yo, Frozen Magma in the building. Frozen, I appreciate you. Mystical Tryhard Guy Uchiha in the building. Shout out to the Uchiha clan, the best clan in Naruto, in my opinion. That's that. We got that Renegade. We got that Mangekyo. We got some of the baddest and coldest motherfucking ninjas in the building. What's his name? Sarobi Sensei? Not Sarobi. That's Lord Third. What's his name? I forgot the dude that Itachi, when he was growing up, his best friend. I forgot his name in the Uchiha clan. I forgot his name. The Mystical Try Guy. You know who I'm talking about. Madara, Itachi, Sasuke. We got the baddest Obito. We got the baddest motherfuckers in the goddamn clan. Whoa. Shit. Sarada. You know, if you watch Boruto. Yo, Object to Be, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Who else is here, man? Y'all know I appreciate y'all. Try to shout out everybody. Shizui. Shout out to the one in the building. Overdone, what's good? Appreciate you. Yeah, Shizui. That was a bad motherfucker too, man. He died by who? I think Hanzo. It was Danzo. Hanzo who killed him. He washed his ass too, boy, at that waterfall. That shit was crazy. Yo, Navigator, what's going on, Navigator? I appreciate you, bro, always. Yo, King Kiso in the building. What is going on with you, bro? Shout out to Florida boys. Yo, B Staples in the building. Shout out to B Staples, man. That's a good dude, man. I mean, me and B Staples, man, we cool peoples, man. He an Xbox guy, but he could take a joke. You know, we all crack jokes. B Staples cool peoples, man. He cool peoples. Yo, Batter A, what's good, Batter? Blue Mustang, what's going on with you? Appreciate you. Muck in the building. Ghost in the garage. That guy Smitty. Shout out to all y'all pulling up in the chizzy ats. I appreciate y'all, man. Yo, Dark, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Nah, we're not talking about Game Pass, man. Yo, TSWS Gaming, what's up, bro? Appreciate you. Yo, homie Juan Kenobi. I love that name, man. Homie Juan Kenobi. Yo, homie, appreciate you, bro. Yo, round of applause for the folks in the chat. Dark, what's good, bro? Mike Andy, what's up? Mike H, what's up? Nah, he jumped off a cliff after giving Itachi a shower gun. Really? Who was that Danzo killed it? I might be remembering it wrong. I thought Danzo had killed, or Hanzo had killed one of the Uchiha. Or am I thinking of it wrong? I could have swore Hanzo killed an Uchiha before. And I thought it was Shizui, but okay. It's been a while since I've watched Naruto, so I think I might be overdue for a rewatch from the very beginning. Yo, Hatsuma, what's up, man? Lika, what's up? Lulu Lang, what's up, man? Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Y'all know I appreciate y'all so much. Yo, no way Epicona a fan of them Uchiha inbreds. Yo, somebody just at me on Twitter. Hey man, I'm definitely an Uchiha fan, yo. I like the Uchihas, man. They good peoples. They always been my fan. Well, let me rephrase. I'm an Itachi fan. Like I'm a big Itachi. Like ever since like way back in the day when Itachi pulled up on Sasuke and Naruto when and whipped some ass real quick. And then my boy Jiraiya pulled up, you feel me, and did the Toad tonsil shit. I forgot what it was called. I've been a fan of Itachi since then, man. I'm like, yo, this man Itachi a bad motherfucker. He pulled up on Sasuke and said, Sasuke, you ain't got enough hate yet, motherfucker. He said you gotta get some more hate in your heart in order to rock with me. You feel me? Sasuke, get your shit up. They told the man, you need to be an even bigger hater to step to me. That's crazy. So yeah, I've been a big fan of Itachi for years, like years. Like if there's one villain, and I guess Itachi's not really a villain, but an anti-hero type of, I mean, it depends how you want to look at it. I mean, any motherfucker that slaughters his entire village, that's a villain in my book. You feel me? Even though I get why he was doing it. And then obviously, you know, when he came with Akatsuki, when he joined the Akatsuki and he fought Sasuke or was always trying to protect Naruto and all this other. Listen, man, like it depends how you want to look at it. Itachi's either a villain or an anti-hero, depending on how you look at it. I look at him as an anti-hero. You know, he's more of like a Deadpool type of character. You know, by any means necessary type of shit. You feel me? Yeah. Yo, Han Solo 05, what's up, man? Yo, Black Mamba, what's good, man? Freddy, shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, so listen, I was gonna talk about the Xbox showcase and like what they need to do, which we still gonna talk about. Don't think we not gonna talk about that. We are, but you know, shout out to Bari, right? Because Bari did a showcase, not a showcase. He did a Spaces today, which honestly that surprised me. Let me tell you something. When I seen that notification that Bari had a space planned for 10 o'clock in the morning today, that even surprised me. I was like, what? Like, what? Yo, that surprised that, yo, he ain't say nothing. He just did it. I'm like, what? All right, you know, I'm gonna pull up, you know, like, Bari must want to really get something off his chest. You feel me? So I'm like, all right. So Bari's space, he was talking about Summer Game Fest and the whole about, you know, expectations, because Keely had a show, not a show, but he had a Spaces yesterday where he was taking some questions from the community. Yo, G Junior, what's up? He was taking some questions from the community, and yo, Jesus Morales, what's up? D-Dog, what's up? And, you know, he was, one of the things I remember him saying was, you know, something about like expectations, like, you know, if people were expecting something on the level of Elden Ring, you know, he wasn't sure if that would be here or something like that, right? Which, you know, I thought was kind of, when I heard it yesterday, I thought it was kind of like, yo, LD, what's up? I was kind of like, huh? You know, you like, I don't know, that kind of like just didn't, it never sat right with me. I was just like, what? Like, what's going on, you know? So, you know, in today's space with Bari, you know, we were talking about Summer Game Fest, what we wanted to see, what we were excited about, you know, the whole expectations thing. And we were talking about the Xbox showcase that's happening next Sunday. Yo. Can y'all hear me now? This is why a PC will always be garbage. Y'all hear me now? This is why PC will always and forever be garbage. You understand? It'll always be garbage to me. Even as an IT guy, PC will always be garbage. Because of shit like this. I've only had this PC for what, like 8 months now? 7 months? You know, like I don't even know what the fuck happened. Like I just unplugged the USBs and plugged them back in. I don't know what happened, man. Shit garbage. PC garbage. Don't let nobody hype you. Oh yeah, PC's so fun. You get to do this and do that. Garbage. It's straight garbage. Okay, my fault. So what did you hear? Let me. What did you hear? Because now I gotta like, I need to know where to, where I need to start from. So all right. So we was in the space, right? So me and Barry, we was in the space. Oh damn, you ain't hear nothing? Ah shit. All right. So I'll give you the short version so we can move into like our talk, right? So we was in a space and, you know, we was talking about Summer Game Fest and how, you know, like expectations and whatnot. And, you know, we're not necessarily we're going to talk about Summer Game Fest, but I kind of want to talk in general about this because, you know, while I was in the space, I was listening, I'm thinking about, you know, in my mind, I'm just like, yo, man, this is something that we go through every single year of, temper your expectations, or, you know, my expectations of this and that and da-da-da-da-da, you know. But then at the same time, you hear people say, like, you know, this is the greatest time of year for gamers because we can all come together and share our love and excitement for gaming, right? Yo, Persona's hairline. Hey, yo, Persona's hairline. Hey, yo, Persona's hairline. Is that supposed to be my, like, are you talking about me as in my hairline? Hey, yo, who the hell made a Persona's hairline account? Hey, yo, y'all are funny, bro. Yo, shout out to whoever is Persona's hairline, bro. Ah, man, shout out to Persona's hairline, man. I'm with it, man. Hey, yo, man. Yo, Jay Gamer, what's up, bro? Yo, Jamar, what's up? Yo, somebody made a Persona's hairline YouTube account specifically for me, man. I'm honored, honestly. So I got a good hairline, by the way. You know, my hairline on point. You feel me? Well, not right now. I'm getting a haircut on Thursday, but you know, when your boy is fresh out the chair, my shit is crispy. I could cut wood with this hairline. That damn thing so damn sharp. You kidding me? Yo, Mooch, what's up, man? So, you know, here's my whole thing about this whole expectations thing, right? I don't get it, right? Because every single year, everyone in the community, you know, albeit if it's journalists, if it's media, or if it's the industry, or if it's gamers, right? You know, people always talk about how this time of year is the greatest time of year, right? How, you know, there's no better time than now, E3 time frame, right? Or Summer Game Fest time frame, whatever. Summertime in general, because we get a lot of announcements, a lot of gameplay, a lot of news and updates on games and things like that. And as the years, because when I think back to like the beginning of like the PS4 generation, right? You know, this time of year is like it's like gamers. I used to call it gamers Christmas. This is gamers Christmas, man, because we're getting all these great announcements, all these shows. It was just a great thing. You get what I'm saying, guys? And as the years started going on and on and on and on and on, I started seeing a lot of people, again, in journalism, well, media and industry have still been trying to hype these things up. And so it's been a bit of a split, but I want to talk about it from the community side, or the community perspective, right? I've started to see a lot of people within the community become more cynical when it comes to these shows, or when it comes to this time of year, where it's like, temper your expectations, temper your expectations. Oh yeah, I'm going into this low expectations, low expectations, low expectations. And and my whole thing is like, when it comes to my expectations, man, my expectations is always going to be through the roof. You feel me? They always going to be up there in space. Like, you feel me? Just because I expect these companies to deliver fire shows. Yo, Walter, what's up, man? My expectations is always to expect the company to deliver. I don't give a fuck what company it is. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, Bethesda, Ubisoft, 2K, whoever, Square Enix. My expectations is always going to be for them to deliver. And if they're not delivering, it's a problem, regardless. But what I've also noticed is a lot of people on the journalistic or industry side hyping up shows, or kind of telling people temper expectations. This is not the first time that we've seen this, where we've seen people people or promoters or whoever say, oh yeah, go into this low expectations, or don't expect don't expect this, or don't expect that, or even PlayStation has done it, where they would put the asterisk saying, hey, don't expect this here, or whatever. And that's fine, if you want to set the stage or set the precedent for that. But I think the show in general should still be something that should be exciting and hype, right? But what I'm seeing is, for some, it seems as almost they're trying to fill some type of quota when it comes to putting out news or information, because they know they can't be quiet for too long, so they got to put something out to meet the quota or the standard of just, oh yeah, let's just update the crowd and update the people, just so that there's an update out there, right? And so I feel like for some people in the industry, they've also kind of stopped. I don't want to say stop caring, right? Because that's not a picture that I want to paint. But I do think that there has been a lot of people, especially in the media and the industry, who have been kind of like, hey, look, just kind of existing, kind of just like, hey, yeah, we got a show, come see it or don't come see it, it's up to you, whatever. Like, there is no excitement. Like, like me, man, I'm a very high energy, exciting person, man. I want to be hyped, man. I want to be excited. That's just how I am. You feel me? So I'm always going to be hyped and excited, complacent. Thank you, Johnny. Complacent. I'm always going to want to be excited, especially if we are paying customers, right? If we all are paying into something or buying something, or they're expecting to get our dollars, you need to impress, man. I don't care if it's an indie, I don't care if it's a AAA, if it's regardless of what it is, you need to impress, right? And you need to make sure that you hyping up the crowd and you are enthusiastic and hype about what it is you're trying to sell or show off to the community, man. But this whole temper expectations, lower expectations, this shit it's been happening for a couple years now. And for me, it's like, this shit's got to stop. This shit's got to stop, man. As a community, you always need to look at everything, especially if it's things that you truly care about. You need to look at that shit with high expectations. Always. And to the people that's creating these shows and building out these outlines and all this other stuff, you also need to look at these shows as high expectations all the time. Could you imagine going in? So imagine you had a big meeting with like the heads of your company, and you're trying to get more money or more funding for your department. When it comes to giving more money, the heads ain't trying to do that. You got to sell them. So obviously you got to have your ducks in a row with explaining why you need this extra money, and provide facts, data, statistics, whatever it is you're trying to you can do. But you also need to have the right energy, right? You can't go into a meeting trying to get more money from your investors and say, yeah, well, I need another $2 million, for this research, because we just need the money, I don't know what else to say. Like, motherfuckers gonna look at you like, what? Like, where's your energy? Even with YouTube, right? If you watching, people on YouTube, YouTubers, they have like a lot of high energy and shit. That stuff pulls people in. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, if I'm going into a show, if I'm going into a boardroom and like I'm trying to get some more money, right, for my department or whatever, I'm be like, yo, look, I got this crazy idea, yo. Trust me, y'all are gonna love this, man. Like, you know, I'm in there on that high energy, man. I'm trying to make them hyped up. Like, damn, he even hyped me up. You get what I'm saying? But all this complacency and lower expectations or temper expectations, this is part, like, in my opinion at least, this is part of why gaming is kind of moving in the direction that it's in as well. Obviously, there's a lot of other factors there, I think, right? But when it comes to, you know, the some of the main reasons why, you know, gaming is moving in that direction that it's in, a lot of it is the complacency or lowered expectations. So, you know, when you've got that complacency and lowered expectations, what does that do for the product? You know, products are releasing buggy, they releasing half-assed, or they delayed, they not, like, it's all this other shit. Because where is the enthusiasm, man? You know, this is gaming. If this is our hobby, if this is our culture, shout out to Jamil, up against Jay. You know, if this is our culture and if this is something that we truly love and enjoy to do in our free time, right? Where is that excitement, man? Where is that excitement and joy? Because again, when I think back to 8 years ago, you know, five to 6 to 7 years ago, right? The excitement was super duper high, man. For like, I just felt it in the air. I felt it in the community, right? Where it's just like everybody's excited, like, oh my God, PlayStation Showcase. Oh my God, Nintendo Treehouse. Oh my God, you know, Xbox, all this other shit, you know, like, oh man, Ubisoft, even though Ubisoft wouldn't always knock it out the park, that excitement was still there. Like, oh man, you know, Ubisoft, I got a feeling they're going, I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see that. I hope we see this. I hope we see that. Square Enix, oh my God, I hope we see this. I hope we see that. Like, that excitement is just there. I look through the community now, man, I don't see it. I look at the industry and I look at the media, I don't see it, man. And I wonder if this is I wonder if this is the crash. Now, what do I mean by that? What was it, the 80s? I think it was the early 80s. I forget when the crash happened, but you know, gaming crashed. You know, it crashed and burned. They had to do a full-on reset. And you know, then we got, you know, the great things that we got with NES, SNES, and all this other great shit, right? You know, PS1, you know, Sega, all that stuff, right? Now, I know there have been some people in the past that says, you know, I think we're due for a gaming crash. The crash was what, 1983? Thank you, Star Guardian. That was during Atari. That was during Atari and Commodore and all that shit. I think that the new age crash for gaming isn't necessarily a crash where companies fail or go under. I think that crash is what we're seeing. That lack of excitement, the lack of innovation, the lack of trying, the complacency. People just accepting any old thing. What if that is the crash? The crash is complacency for a product or for a hobby or for a culture that we all grew up in and love and hold very dear to our hearts. Because, you know, we've been seeing, you know, the falsehoods of, you know, certain people within the industry, you know, influencers and white check gang. Hello, FTC? You know, and all this other crazy shit that, you know, have infiltrated and tried to change the definition of a gamer and just saying all this crazy stuff, right? Then you see the media pushing their agenda with their bullshit. You get what I'm saying? And then here we are now in a time of the year where we are supposed to be at our highest excitement, regardless of what console you prefer, regardless of, you know, what games you are excited for. Everyone right now should be excited. And, you know, I got to give it to PlayStation, because State of Play 2022, June 2022 State of Play, they knocked that out the park, man. Like, that's that type of excitement that I had at that show, watching that State of Play. That was the excitement that I had for like 2016 E3, or 2016 E3, or even 2016 more preferably, because that's one of the most memorable ones, because the year 2016 was actually like a legendary year in general. One of the most legendary E3s from PlayStation with Sean Layden and team showing off God of War and a ton of other games, but also that holiday in December, they had PlayStation Experience and they showed off Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, The Last of Us Part 2. They announced that. They announced like so much great shit. Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2, Remake 1. It was just so, like, 2016 was such an amazing year for games and games announcements. Yo, Demon Ghost, I get that a crash, generally speaking, a crash is where obviously, you know, you're losing money, but I'm not looking at it from an economic scale with the gaming crash now. I'm looking at it from more of a gamer enthusiasm perspective, or what gamers are accepting, how the industry is moving, what's been happening in the industry, you know, what's been happening in the media. I'm not saying the crash is here, but it might not be the type of crash that we might be thinking of might not be the crash that we're thinking of from the 80s, where, you know, it was more of an economic or monetary downfall or downturn. It's more so I don't want to say psychological, but it's more of like, you know, we don't really you know, care about this, not as much. Infinite did what it was supposed to do, Demon. You know, and when it was shown, it was hype. Everybody was excited. Gamers was happy. It was a great time. What did Henry say? Just a little food for thought. I remember PlayStation E3. I still need the God of War show. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, so that's my whole thing. Like with this whole temper expectations thing, I don't agree with it, man. I don't care. Again, I don't care what console you rep or what you prefer, right? You should never temper your expectations. I mean that, man. Going into these shows, going into all these shows, man, my expectations is like, listen, you need to deliver. You need to deliver. Just like how people hold PlayStation's feet to the fire, we gotta do that across the board. Hey, Carl Anchor said, hey, y'all had a PlayStation employee in that space today. What PlayStation employee? The one that worked on God of War and still works at Sony. I don't who you gotta give me a name. I don't know who you're talking about, Carl. And that's real. These folks need to be held accountable. Even Maximilian Dude and Miss Infinite wasn't the best, and he is still a shill. Listen, I mean, listen, that's his thoughts, that's his opinions, and I hear you, but what I'm saying is, in terms of when it was announced, it was exciting. It was an exciting time. It was something that gamers were looking forward to. It was big in the time. It was big. It was a big announcement. It was a big moment for gamers. You know, that's the point I'm trying to make here. You know, never mind how it did. I'm talking about its announcement. I'm talking about what was shown, what got the community excited, what got them hyped. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. It's like with Final Fantasy 16. Oh, you talking about Robert Morrison? Oh yeah. I mean, he's always in the spaces. That's nothing new. Yeah, I see him around all the time. He actually, I think he quit PlayStation, or he quit, or he's gonna be like, he's like moving on from there. I remember seeing a tweet over the weekend that he's resigning from PlayStation. So whatever he's working on, he must be finished with, or he probably just got tired of it and quit. I don't know his situation, but you know, I seen a tweet saying that he was moving on. So, you know, shout out to him. He's currently an animator, PlayStation Visual Arts in his bio. Yeah. He might still be there, but I know he did resign, or he's about to resign, or something like that in the next couple of weeks. So, you know, whatever happens there happens. But you know, shout out to him. I've talked to him a couple times. He seems like a cool person, you know. So, you know, shout out to him. Shout out to what he's done in the industry. Definitely appreciate it. So, that's my whole thing with temper expectations. Do not temper your expectations.
It's my opinion.
It's my opinion. Now, listen, if a show is like not good, obviously be vocal about that. Like, yo, this show is not good. You need to do better. You need to do better. That's important as well, right? It's on top of not tempering your expectations. When something does not deliver, you need to be vocal on that. And listen, man. I think a lot of people hear something like that and think that that's free reign for them to just be an asshole, right? And it's not. But when you're voicing your opinion, especially on negatives, you need to properly explain, like, what is the negative? Why was this a negative? And not some bullshit about, oh, well, it's just not a game that I liked. That's not necessarily a negative, brother. You get what I'm saying? Like, people, especially on Twitter and on social media, man, a lot of people have a hard time of explaining their thoughts and opinions, man. This shit is crazy. Like, even today in the space, I was talking to somebody in the space, and the person in the space, they said that they wouldn't want a showcase if the games are not releasing this year. So I asked them the question of, okay, so if no game is releasing this year, you're okay with there not being a showcase for that year if none of the games are going to be releasing in that same year? And the man tried to gaslight and say, oh, nah, I didn't say that. What? That's exactly what you said, brother. Like, yo, people need to work on how they articulate themselves when it comes to their opinions, man. You feel me? So if you're gonna speak on what's negative about a show, you gotta be able to kind of like, all right, what was the negatives? Like, oh, well, I feel like for this showcase, they could have had more gameplay and less, talking, right? Or, the gameplay reveals that they showed didn't have no dates. Next time, have dates or more concrete, a year at least, or whatever, whatever case may be. You gotta be more articulate with that. But when a show doesn't hit, you definitely need to be vocal about that, man. You definitely do. The Games for Attorney said, Persona, I heard you getting annoyed with him in that. Nah, I wasn't even annoyed, bro. I'm just like, brother, you're not gonna gaslight me, man. That shit don't work on me, man. That gaslighting shit don't work on me, man. It's not gonna work. Trying to make it look like you ain't say this and I'm making shit up. Like, nah, brother, you said this. And so I'm asking a follow-up question to what you said. That's why I left it at that, because I didn't want to derail the space. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is, man. You don't it is what it is, man. Like, I'm not in the mood to argue that, man. I'm not in the mood to debate over, semantics. Yo, Strick, what's good, bro? Strick says, yo, my G, what's good? What up, chat? Listening, but can't text. Hope everybody good. Yeah, appreciate you, Strick, man. Appreciate you coming through. Yo, Jeff, what's good, man? Jeff B. Gaming says he was probably a bot trying to come off not as one. Nah, that's not that person at all. I don't get that vibe, but Damon's Ghost says, the more they told players about Infinite, the more disappointed. Capcom was like, we're not giving you your favorites, but these guys do the same thing, perform the same function. I mean, yo, Damon is definitely on he on this Infinite. Listen, Infinite wasn't perfect, man. It had its problems. Graphically it wasn't the best looking. There was definitely a lot of fan favorites missing from the game. Wolverine wasn't there, so that tells you something, right? Which to me, Wolverine's always been one of my favorite. Like, in every in every single Marvel versus Capcom, Wolverine has always been on my team. I'm a Wolverine fanboy. I love Wolverine, man. Wolverine's one of my favorite Marvel characters in the Marvel universe. There's always has been. So I definitely trust and believe when I tell you, I definitely get it. But it definitely improved over time. at the end of its life, I definitely think it was in a much better position than when it first started. Yo, Sonic, I can't wait for Wolverine either. Amanda says developers talking about concept art coming next year does not make a gaming show. That's what I'm saying. And see, this goes back to my question. If I need to temper my expectations, should you be doing a show, right? And this is more of a general question being asked. This is not necessarily me saying, this is not directed towards anybody specific, right? I just mean this in general, right? If the idea is that the community needs to temper their expectations, then maybe a show doesn't need to happen that year. I know that sounds kind of crazy, like, oh, well, don't we have to have a show? And I'm like, no, we don't. I think for a lot of us, we've grown accustomed to these types of things because every year it's expected for us to have these different shows, during the E3, at the height of E3's time, everyone was expected to have a show and do this and do that or whatever. And even during those times, people would often say, if the show was definitely a hit or miss, though, they could have been like, they could have probably, this could have been a series of tweaks, right? Or this didn't need to be, you wasted my time. The whole respect my time.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
Respect time. So it goes back to the thing of, does the show have to happen? I wholeheartedly believe that a developer team or a publishing team, a publishing company should be able to be allotted the proper time to show stuff that they want to show to the community, right? Especially if you want to show something substantial. I think with how PlayStation and Nintendo have been doing things, like, one thing I could really respect about Nintendo and PlayStation, they're not really here to waste your time, right? Especially like Nintendo and PlayStation started getting hip to that about maybe 3 or so years ago, right? Nintendo's not really wasting people's time, right? Like when Nintendo do their Nintendo Directs, or they do like a treehouse or whatever you're gonna do, they have gameplay ready, right? Or they have like some gameplay snippets. They'll do some teaser trailers for some stuff or whatever the case may be. And they kind of in and out, man. They're not wasting your time. They're not doing these stupid ass, stupid ass like musical performances and all this bullshit. Like, they're not wasting people time, bro. And PlayStation not really doing that either. When they do their state of plays and when they doing a showcase, they got hit. They saw what Nintendo was doing. They said, all right, this works, right? And it does work, right? Even with a state of play, with the, and listen, not every state of play from PlayStation has been a 10 out of 10, right? But for one thing you can say about the state of play is, it's game after game after game after game. It may be a little bit of talking here and there, but it's game after game after game, trailer after trailer after trailer, and then they keep it moving. And that's it. Like, have a good day. You get what I'm saying? Me personally, I love that. And listen, I love the developer interviews and things like that as well. But I wouldn't want to see a developer interview before I see a game, before I see their game or gameplay. Now, if it's one of those things where it's like a developer interview gameplay hybrid, where like developers talking about the game, how the development is going, and then showing off little gameplay snippets and examples and things like that. I love that type of stuff, right? I love developer interviews like that. I think that stuff is awesome. But if it's if it's an interviewer and like 2 or 3 developers all talking about a game, it's like, and we haven't even seen no gameplay or nothing for this game yet. Not even a trailer. Listen, man, I'm not trying to see that, man. I'm really not trying to see that. Even Breath of the Wild 2, we saw snippets of gameplay. You get what I'm saying? Nintendo understands the assignment. PlayStation understands the assignment, because even with God of War, when we got our first major God of War trailer, it was gameplay involved in that. When we got the first Horizon trailer, there was gameplay involved in that. When we got the first GT7 trailer, there was gameplay involved in that. When we got Miles Morales trailer, there was gameplay involved in that. You get what I'm saying? Nintendo and PlayStation understand the assignment. They understand what gamers want, and that stuff. And listen, and then they drop the developer interviews on their blog or whatever, or on their PlayStation podcast, and talking about, the mechanics with this and that, and That's how I personally feel. That's how it should be done. Just like that. But if you don't have nothing to show, Why waste everyone's time? Or not even, or if people have to temper their expectations, why even waste time doing a show? It's because you feel obligated to do so because of the time that we're in, or what? Because I'm all for a company coming out and saying, we're not ready to do a show right now because we're still working on whatever we're working on, but once we have substantial stuff to show, we'll put a show out. Or like I've said before, sprinkling, if you sprinkle, little shows here and there, like you see Nintendo will do a quick like a 10-minute or 20-minute Nintendo Direct random out the blue. PlayStation will do a random state of play out the blue. Nintendo last week, or was it this week? I forget. No, last week, they released the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer, showing some gameplay, opening up the pre-orders real quick. You get what I'm saying? And something like Pokemon is one of Nintendo's biggest franchises. It makes some of the biggest money in the world for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, people will give their arm and leg for Nintendo, and Nintendo just dropped a new trailer and opened up pre-orders. That's how easy it is for Nintendo. They're not making this whole crazy waste of money and time, making this crazy spectacle they just do it. It's like, hey, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, here's the new trailer, here's the new legendary Pokemon, and then they drop an article talking about the two new professors and the ancient time versus the future time and all that, and opened up pre-orders, and that shit is gonna sell like hotcakes. And I'm sure they're gonna show it again over the summer, do like a more deep dive or something like that, and speak a little bit more in depth about it. But look how they did it. And that's one of their biggest franchises. So if Nintendo can do that with Pokemon, why can't these companies do it with their games? It doesn't need to be a whole show. You could drop some big trailers throughout the year when you're ready to show it. All right, Ice Queen, I appreciate you. I need these shows to be big, period. It's me. I want the show to be a bigger spectacle when they have something to show. If the show is just being this big spectacle just for the sake of, and then you got just long ass couch interviews and musical performances, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I think that's a waste of time. And that's bullshit. Gamers don't want that. Yo, Navigator, I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says, do you think we will get a glimpse of one of the live service games Jim Ryan alluded to on Thursday? I don't think we'll get that at the Summer Game Fest, Navigator. I actually think we'll get that at a PlayStation showcase later this year. And I think the one that we'll actually get a glimpse at, either Factions 2 or whatever Deviation is working on. That's what I think we'll get the update on. One of those two games. I don't think it'd be anything else besides that. I don't think it'd be anything else besides that, personally speaking. But we might get more, Navigator. Who knows? We might get more. We might get more, man. I just want, again, I just want them to give us. I just want us to I just want us as gamers to be excited, man. Not tempering your expectations. Like, real talk. I mean that when I say it, gamers. Don't temper your expectations. Keep your expectations high. Every game I go into, every show I go into, my expectations are high. Very high. And if they don't meet those expectations, we're going to talk about it. Yo, Kyle says, Persona, there's a Sonic Central going on tomorrow. A Nintendo Direct-like showcase, but for Sonic at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern. Oh, word? I'm going to check that out. if it's something interesting, I'll definitely do a video on it. Speaking of videos, yo, I've been putting out a lot of content lately, guys. And there's a lot more content to come. So I've been doing, I did my trailer breakdown for Final Fantasy 16 yesterday. Shout out to y'all that watched that. You know, if you haven't checked that out, definitely check that out on the channel. State of Play review, put that out as well. You know, shout out to everyone that checked that out. Make sure y'all check that out. Street Fighter 5 trailer breakdown. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And then Thursday, I'm going to talk about Modern Warfare 2. You know, we're going to look at the whatever gameplay was shown. Dark Onimus, what's up, man? Said respect my time. Always, man. Always respect y'all time. And then Thursday, we're going to do live reactions to Summer Game Fest. We'll probably put the Summer Game Fest review out Friday. Saturday is going to be What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Sunday, I'm doing live reactions to Xbox Bethesda Showcase. Monday, we'll probably do our review for that. Hey, yo, I got a lot of content on the channel and more content that's dropping on the channel, guys. Hey, man, round of applause for me, man. Man, listen, man. We out here putting out the content. We out here putting out the content, man. We out here putting out the content, yeah? So yeah, that's my whole thoughts on expectations or tempering expectations, right? Now let's talk about Xbox. You thought we were going to end this show without talking about Xbox? Absolutely not. All right, so let's talk about the Xbox Bethesda showcase real quick, right? Because listen, again, oh, you finally getting the LG C1? Oh, that's what's up, Walter. Yo, listen, that LG C1, what size you getting it in? Regardless of what size you get in it, man, it's gonna be it's gonna be a really good. It's gonna be a really, really, really good. You're gonna love that TV, man. That OLED is amazing. Jeff said, Persona, are you covering COD Modern Warfare 2 trailer on Wednesday? Yes. Yes, I am, Jeff. Yes, I am. Yo, Lurker, what's up? Yes, I am, Jeff. We definitely gonna talk about that Modern Warfare 2 trailer. Break that down, y'all. You know, for those that are new to the channel, I'm a big Modern Warfare 2. Not Modern Warfare 2. I'm a big Call of Duty fanboy. You know. But you know, last couple of CODs, man, have been pretty shitty. I'm gonna be honest, man. Vanguard wasn't that good. It wasn't that good to me, man. It was okay. Cold War I still play. That's how you know like the newer COD is bad, cause I'm still playing like the COD from 2 years ago. You know, that's like the main COD I play is the one from 2 years ago. But I'm hoping with Modern Warfare 2, because Modern Warfare 2 is supposed to have a brand new engine. So it's supposed to be a brand new engine. It's a brand new engine, and it's you know, they built from the ground up. So I'm like, yo, all right, you building a brand new engine from the ground up for this game. You know, you've got my attention. It's like, all right, you definitely got my attention. You feel me? Like, yeah, all right, I'm paying attention. But you know, obviously we're gonna have to play the beta to really see how good this game is. But you know, if they building a brand new engine from the ground up, man, I'm hoping that they really, really take care of like the veteran players, man. Because Treyarch, to me personally, I've always felt that Treyarch has made the best Call of Duties, like to this day. You know, going all the way back to even World at War, right? I've loved Treyarch's Call of Duties, man. Like the movement, the perks, how the perks are laid out, the guns, you know, the maps. You know, Treyarch has just always done it better. You know, I enjoy Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, but if I had to put like the best Call of Duties in like a top 3, no Modern Warfare game is in my top 3. My top 3 Call of Duties is Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and World at War. Those are my 3 favorite CODs, man. I probably put Black Ops. Actually, no. Switch out World at War for Black Ops 4. I love Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4, yo, you get them raps in Black Ops 4. Ooh, wee, man. I used to wash these fools. And I used to love using, what was his name? Seeker? I forgot what his name was, where he used to put the little bug things down and would kill the enemies when they walked over. I forgot what you called that, but I used to, man, I was a beast when it came to that, right? Hey, yo, Bird, what's up, man? Welcome. So let's talk about let's talk about Xbox real quick. All right, let's talk about Xbox, right? So, I was in Bari's space today. It shot to Bari, man. Bari was talking about how, like, you know, Xbox really has they can't fail at this showcase because, you know, they've got so much in the tuck to show and all this other stuff, which I do agree with him. I do agree, right? If he was in the space, you know what he was talking about. But to give you a quick synopsis of what he was, you know, of what he was saying. So essentially, you know, because Xbox has so much that has been announced already that we still haven't seen any gameplay for, it's really hard for them to fail or do bad at this showcase because of how much is out there already. You know, Everwild, you know, Starfield, Redfall, Fable, you know, the next Forza, right? What's it? Wastelands 3, Stalker 2, like, you know, so much out there. Contraband, like, you know, so much out there that they have announced that, you know, we can get updates for and, you know, see gameplay, get some release years, release dates and whatnot, and it'd be a fire show. And I agree 1,000,000%. I agree 100% with Bari. And I said that in the space. I agree. Here's my thing. Don't lower your expectations, ladies and gentlemen. With this Xbox Bethesda showcase, most definitely go into this showcase with high expectations. I'm going into it with high expectations. And you know, I'm expecting for them to deliver. I want them to deliver, right? You know, contrary to popular belief, you know, I want Xbox to succeed. You know, like, you know, just because we crack jokes here and there from time to time does not mean that, you know, I hate Xbox, so I don't want Xbox to succeed. You feel me? I want Xbox to succeed, and, you know, I want to play some of those games. You get what I'm saying? But the other side of me, or the other side of my brain, is also saying, well, Persona, hold on. And I'm like, what do you mean, brain? You know, my conscience is talking to me. And they're saying, you know.
Well, Persona, you also gotta remember, you know, Xbox has let us down 3 years in a row. So, that's something to consider. Yes, keep your expectations high, but also know that there's also a high possibility that they might let us down again.
And I'm like, yeah, you know what, brain? You're right. You're absolutely right, brain. So, yo, Upchuck, what's up, man? This is what I said in the space where I said, listen, the probability of Xbox disappointing is just as high as people's hopes for them to succeed. Let me say it again. The probability of Xbox disappointing us is just as high as everyone's hopes for them to succeed. Right? And listen, I want them to succeed. I'm going into this with an open mind. I want to see, I'm strict with it. I want to see gameplay. I want to see release dates and release years. If Starfield is not here, it's an L. Automatic. It's an L. We need to see Starfield. We need to see some gameplay. I want to see more Hellblade 2 and some gameplay, because that's Hellblade 2 is definitely a game I'm really excited about. I played Hellblade 1, Platinum that back on PS4. Hellblade 2, day one. I need to see some more of that. I want to see some more. See a date or a year or something like that. Redfall, I want to see that. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a couple of things I want to see. Fable, I definitely want to see. There's a couple of things I want to see. But my thing is, Everwild as well. You know, I want to see that, right? So my thing is that, you know, I get that there's a lot of people rooting for Microsoft, as they should, and hoping that they succeed or believing that they'll knock it out the park. And again, I hope they do. But I think we also need to look at it that there is also that probability that they might fuck up, looking at the track record. But still keep your expectations high. Always keep your expectations high. My thing is with Microsoft, you know, this is kind of like, because it happens every year, man. It's like the cycle repeats itself every single year. If Microsoft doesn't deliver, everyone is going to be angry for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, right? And then everyone is going to go on, oh yeah, you can't, Xbox is not going to deliver, Xbox is not good. They don't listen, they don't understand their crowd, whatever. They'll say all of that, right? And then, a year later, we're back in the same cycle of people hype. Oh my God, Xbox Showcase, I can't wait. They might show this, they might show that. I can't wait to see this. What if they bought this? What if they did that? And I'm like, yo, it's the same cycle every single year of people being angry that they didn't deliver how they should have. And then in the new year, repeat the same cycle. So my thing is this, Xbox, you gotta deliver. No exceptions. Everyone keeps saying, wait till the E3, wait till this, wait till that. They've been saying that shit for like almost 10 years now. Listen, you gotta deliver, man. You have to, man. I want you to deliver. I want you to knock this shit out the park. And I believe you can. I really believe that they can, man. It's like, yo, you got so much that you've announced already that we have no idea about. Everwild got announced 3 years ago. We need an update for that. And realistically, a release date. Last time they talked about this game, the developers couldn't even tell you what the game was about. We don't even know. Come on, man. What? Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Fable, I want to see some gameplay or see a new trailer with some gameplay snippets in it. Hellblade 2 is another one. That shit got announced like 2 or almost 3 years ago now. You showed it at last year's showcase. Didn't give no date. Didn't even give us a year. If you want to be at this showcase, we need to see some more substantial gameplay, and also get a date, man. We need a date. Starfield, we need gameplay, and we need a concrete date in 2023. We need a concrete date. In terms of this year, they might surprise us with like probably a smaller game, a smaller announcement from them, like in terms of like something that might release this year or release over the summer or whatever the case may be. I personally think that they're going to have 3 games that's going to be day and date in Game Pass. So I think they're going to have Saints Row, the new Saints Row. I think that's going to be day 1 in Game Pass. I also think that Gotham Knight's going to be day 1 in Game Pass. And I think they're going to have Shredder's Revenge be day 1 in Game Pass. Those are the 3 games that I think Xbox is going to snatch up and be day 1 in Game Pass, day and date. Just to kind of salvage this year. I think those 3 games are going to be day 1 in Game Pass. I think they struck some type of deal. They threw a couple dollars. You feel me? They threw a couple dollars at the devs and was like, yo, look, we need that day and date for 2022. You feel me? I think those are going to be the 3 games. Real talk. But we'll see. We'll see what's up. I don't even know what else Avowed. Avowed is another one I want to see gameplay for as well. That got announced 2 years ago. You feel me? Like I think we're due for an update. State of Decay 3. Yo, Philip DVG, what's up? State of Decay 3. Can we get an update for that? You showed a CGI last year. Can we get a little gameplay, a little snippet or something this year? You feel me? Can we get some updates on that? Was it Contraband? I forgot what was the other game. I think it was Contraband that they showed last year. Let's get an update on that this year. And yo, you good. If we can get updates on the games that were shown and they look good, like the gameplay looks good and they knock it out the park, it'll be a good showcase for me, man. But if you wasting time talking and like, listen, man, and yo, it's like Xbox is the only one that don't understand that, right? Where like, they have like these couch conversations. Nah, bruh. Like no one's trying to see that. Not at the main showcase. You need to be showing the games, and then you get the information out there after the fact. If they can do that this time around, they'll be good. Oh yeah, Fox. It's got to be gameplay. It's got to be gameplay this time around. For a lot of these games that's already been announced, it has to be gameplay. Avowed, Fable, you know, Forza Motorsport, which I'm sure is probably going to release this year. I'm sure we'll get some gameplay on that. No, Gotham Knights released this year, October 25th. That's when Gotham Knights release. So, you know, I see that game being in Game Pass day and date, especially since it's releasing 3 days before COD. So Microsoft could be coming to the WB devs like, hey, look, you releasing 3 days before Call of Duty. You really don't want to take this 50 million or this 25, 30 million or 40 million or whatever. You don't want to take this guaranteed 50 million off us real quick. You feel me? Because you know, ain't nobody gonna buy it on our console anyway. So you might as well take this 50 million we're about to float next year. You know, we'll get a couple downloads off the PlayStation Store. You feel me? Omar, what up, man? And then, you know, they'll make the rest of their money on PlayStation and PC. You know, PlayStation guys gonna buy that. I'm buying it. You know, that's a day one. I'm excited for that. Gotham Knights looks up my alley, and because we're seeing new gameplay at Summer Game Fest, I do hope. I think I think it's a reason why they showing some gameplay at Summer Game Fest, because they're like, yo, man, I see people talking about, oh yeah, the graphics don't look as good, blah blah blah. How is this next gen only? It still look like a PS4 game. I feel like they about to show out at this Summer Game Fest with this new gameplay they showing. I guarantee that graphics gonna look crazy. That shit gonna look on point, especially now that it's next gen only. Especially since it's next gen only. Oh yeah, Philip said he checked the announcement and release timeline. Obsidian usually did for the past decade. We should get gameplay and a concrete date for Avowed. Hopefully we do. Avowed looked interesting. I like that. It looks pretty cool with what we saw. So, you know, we'll see. And, you know, for me personally, man, it's God of War. This year is God of War. God of War is at the top of my list. You feel me? I think the in terms of this year, 2022, you know, we got 6 months left of the year, right? There's probably like 5 or 10 games that I still want to see, personally speaking. So, God of War Ragnarok, top of the list. And I'm talking about games that released this year. God of War, Forspoken, Shredder's Revenge, Callisto Protocol. Listen, that Callisto Protocol is looking fire, man. That Callisto Protocol, oh man, yo, listen, I'm very happy for that. Soul Hack, yo, people keep telling me about this Soul Hackers. Let me look at this real quick. Soul Hackers 2 gameplay. What is this? Because I remember a couple people was telling me about this a few months ago with Soul Hackers. Let me look at this real quick. Because I think in the last showcase, not showcase, but the last live reaction I did, I know a lot of people like, Persona, don't forget about Soul Hackers, Persona. Don't forget about Soul Hackers, Persona. I'm like, what the fuck is Soul Hackers, man? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I didn't know this was announced. I'm not even gonna cap. Or it probably got announced and I forgot. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. It might have got announced and I forgot. Like, real talk. This definitely, okay, it's from Atlas, Soul Hackers 2. Okay. Most of the devil summoners. Yo, this look pretty. Well, I need to see some gameplay. Is this turn based or is this action? Oh, this look turn based. Oh, this turn based. Okay. Okay. Is this okay? This look a little like this look like a mix between Persona and Shin Megami. All right. right, you got my attention, man. Soul Hackers, you got my attention, man. Yo, they got my attention with this Soul Hackers, bruh. This looking kind of fire. So do you have like a persona, or like do you collect like the demons like you would in Shin Megami? How does it work? It looked like this girl with the gun and the green. She looked like she the main character. Okay. I'm intrigued on that Soul Hackers, man. When this drop? They gonna give us a date on this? Oh damn, this dropped August 26th. All right, man. I'm gonna add this to the list. You feel me? We're gonna add that to the list. I'm looking at that. I'm here to stop the apocalypse. Soul Hackers available 8/26, August 26th for PS4, PS5. Okay. You got my attention. You definitely got my attention on that. I can definitely. All right, Soul Hackers. I'm sold on that. I'm sold. Persona be like, you have my interest. Now you have my attention. Even better, day one. Hey, yo, Sergeant 12. I'm saying though, they got, if you pique my interest, I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention. But then if you have my attention, the wallet about to open up real quick. You feel me? You feel me? Okay, so yeah. That's definitely a pickup. That's definitely a buy. But in terms of this year, the games that I'm, it's a lot of great games dropping this year too, man. Like that's the other thing too. Like I see a lot of people saying like, oh yeah, this year is dry. There's a ton of delays and all this other stuff. There's still a lot of great games dropping this year, man. Like I don't think people understand. God of War Ragnarok, Forspoken, Callisto Protocol, which again, that Callisto Protocol looks awesome. Shredder's Revenge, Cowabunga Collection, Valkyrie Elysium, Diofield Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Gotham Knights, Call of Duty, Rollerdrome, Stray. I'm trying to think what else off the top of my head. I can't think. What is it? Fire Emblem Warriors. It's a lot of great games dropping, man. Yeah, we definitely need Ni no Kuni 3. I don't know what level 5 dragon are as. And then Dragon's Dogma 2. I got a feeling that's gonna get announced pretty soon because the 10-year anniversary is was last month, or is it this month? Or this year, I should say, is the 10-year anniversary. So I think we should get something for that as well this year. If not this year, then probably next year, like depending now Capcom is. But that Dragon's Dogma 2 definitely need to show up like 100%. Oh yeah, Hogwarts. Yo, shout out to Namok. I mean Namok. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It's a lot of great games, man. I don't know what gamers are talking about when they say, no no games. What are you playing? Yo, so I'm playing Resident Evil Village, right? For the first time. This is my first playthrough. I might have messed up, guys. I might have messed up because I call myself trying to be a pro gamer. And I chose the hard difficulty for RE Village on my first playthrough, and I'm like, yeah, I probably should have went normal for my first playthrough because I don't got no weapons or nothing. Like the hard difficulty is definitely for New Game Plus. I'm like, yo, I don't got no weapons. I don't have anything, so I'm just like, and it's my first playthrough, and I'm just like, I'm getting washed a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm getting washed a little bit. So I'm just like last night I was playing and I'm just like, damn, like these these enemies are crazy, boy. Like, yo, can you let your boy live? Yo, Cloud, what's good, bro? Reminds me of Capcom leak from early 2021 showing a new Monster Hunter for 2023. Yeah, we might get that announcement this year. I did the same with Nier Automata Persona. Got my cheeks clapped. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. RE Village is pretty tough. I'm playing on hardcore difficulty. This shit is tough. I'm not gonna lie, especially as a first playthrough, and this is a blind playthrough. I don't really know nothing. Like, I don't know like the secrets or how to maneuver the map or nothing. I don't know anything, so I'm just like, damn, man. I should have probably went normal for my first playthrough. Yeah, look, I should have I should have went normal for my first playthrough and then went hardcore and village mode for the second and third playthroughs. Like, yo, I get hit twice by the enemy and I die. That's how crazy it is, man. Like, I can't get like, if you get hit twice, I'm at the part where I have to survive the lichen attack, and like I keep dying because they hit me like twice and I die, and I'm just like, yo, come on, man. I'm just like, yo, come on, man. So, like, yo, I died, like, no bullshit, last night I was playing for like an hour and a half. I died maybe like 9 times, like 9 or 10 times. I almost had it twice because the big dude came out, the big dude with the hammer, he came out, and you know, I'm like, all right, so he's almost gonna, the cutscene's gonna happen. Nope. I died twice when he came out. I'm like, bruh, come on, man. I'm like, yo, come on, man. So, you know, I'm gonna play it tonight though and try to get through it. I'm sure I'm gonna get through it. You'll see me post up a little clip on on Twitter, like, hey, yo, guys, I got through it. Yeah, I know. You know what it is too? I didn't know. I found this out like late last night while I was playing, because in the first house that you go into where the shotgun is, you can actually barricade that door and use up some of that time there. I didn't know that at first. I was like, huh? I'm just like, because like I ran in one time and I turned and looked. I picked up the shotgun and I turned and looked, and I saw like, yo, hold up, I can pull the yo, Tiffany Page, I appreciate you. I looked at it. I'm like, oh shit, I can pull the shelf over the door here. I thought there was only one house, which is the second house, where you get the extra shotgun ammo and you can shoot the fire barrel and all that, and you get the leaf thing and all that stuff. I'm thinking that's where I'm like, I thought that was the only house I could barricade to. When I look, I was like, oh damn, I could barricade in this first house. What? And so that's why I was like, all right, once I figured that out, I'm like, all right, so we good. And so the big dude, like when I did it that way, the big dude came out, but yo, the cutscene takes so long to pop on this hardcore playthrough, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. I'm just sitting here like, yo, how long is it? Like, I'm running around, man, and it's like, yo, it still won't pop that cutscene. Oh yeah, block. That's one thing, Mr. Martin. That's one thing I had to get used to as well, was the blocking, block to mitigate some of that damage. That's something that like I gotta still get used to as well. But it's a fun game. It's dope so far. Yo, in this game, Resident Evil Village on a PS5 on an OLED TV, this game is so beautiful, man. Oh my god, man. This game is, with the ray tracing and the HDR and the 60 frame, yo, this game is beautiful, man. This is a very, very beautiful game, man. I'm blown away by how beautiful it is. I can't wait to see Lady D. You feel me? I can't wait. I can't wait for RE8. Yeah, Resident Evil 8 VR is gonna be fire. That's gonna be pretty fire. I can't wait. VR2 in general is gonna be fire, in my opinion. It's gonna be pretty fire, man. I am waiting on VR2 to play RE8. Gonna be awesome. Hey, Batter, man, you gonna have a. I always forget you can block. Made story sense in the end too. Yeah. I forget sometimes because like I'm in the heat of the moment. That's one thing I will say. This game, like so far, it does a good job of like those like heart pounding moments. Because when I play it at night. I don't know. I feel like playing a horror game during the day, in the middle of the day. I don't know. For me, I feel like that defeats the purpose. Like, I play horror games only at night. I don't play stuff like that during the day. So like when it's night, it's dark, you know, you turn up the surround sound, you know, you hear like the rumbling on the floor from the bass and all that stuff. Like I love that. I love setting that immersion with horror games, you feel me? So I only play RE8 at night. And last night I was playing it, man. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I turned up the sound, you feel me? It was super quiet in the house, man. I'm playing on the OLED. I'm just like, yo, this immersion is them heart pounding moments, man. It was one moment this shit scared the hell out of me, man. When the truck first crashed and you got to walk through the snow and you get to that first cabin and you got to go downstairs in the cabin, and like I had the bass and the treble super high. So like when the Lycan started stomping on the ground and I'm just like, oh shit. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit creeped me out. I'm like, yo, what is going, and that rumbling, I felt that shit underneath my feet, bro. I'm like, yo, what is going on here? What? I ain't gonna lie, man, that shit sent chills down my spine. I'm like, yo, Resident Evil still got it, man. It still got it, bro. Yo, you gonna be double checking your in real life, the IRL surroundings? That's a fact. That's a fact, man. You get the dollhouse in VR. Hell no, I'm out. Oh man, my room get no sunshine, so I play there with horror games. Oh yeah, I was thinking about I at my old place I had blackout curtains. I was thinking about buying them for here too. Then I'm like, I don't know. I like the sunlight. I like the sun. So yeah, man, listen, that's all I wanted to talk about on this episode of When Persona Speaks. Don't lower your expectations, guys. Never lower your expectations. You know, always keep your expectations high. And in terms of the Xbox Bethesda showcase, I really do hope they deliver, man. Like I am expecting them to deliver. I mean that wholeheartedly, man. Like sincerely, I want Xbox to succeed. I want them to deliver. I want them to have a good showcase, and I want to be excited, man. I really want to be excited, no cap. And I'll be the first one, man. At the end of their showcase, if they did good, I'll be the first one to tell you on Twitter, yo, shout out to Xbox, man. They did a great show. That was a dope show. I'll be the first one to tell you, and y'all know that. Y'all know I'm always gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Listen, a lot of content, like I said, is coming up on the channel. If you've missed any of the content that I did do with you know, the Final Fantasy 16 trailer breakdown, the State of Play 2022, June 2022 review, you know, definitely check that out on the channel. A lot of new content coming on the channel as well. Like I said, Street Fighter 6 trailer breakdown happening tomorrow. Call of Duty trailer breakdown. We're gonna talk about that Wednesday. Thursday, Summer Game Fest live reactions. We're gonna talk about that. Friday, Summer Game Fest review. Saturday, What's Up PlayStation podcast. Sunday, Xbox Bethesda Showcase live reactions. Monday, Xbox Bethesda Showcase review and When Persona Speaks. I got a lot of content dropping on the channel, guys. A lot of content. So, you know, keep it locked here on When Persona Speaks and Gaming with Persona YouTube channel. Listen, I appreciate all of you. Round of applause for the folks in the chat. No, round of applause for the folks in the chat, man. I definitely appreciate all of you coming out, rocking. Also, if you missed last Saturday's episode of What's Up PlayStation podcast with me and Barry, that was a really good episode. Pretty long, pretty long episode as well. There was a lot of conversations, you know, about a lot of stuff that was shown at the State of Play. Definitely check that out too on the official What's Up PlayStation YouTube channel. The link to that is in the description. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the new subs. Shout out to the lurkers. Shout out to the you know, to the unsubscribed that's just listening. I appreciate all y'all, man. Real talk. Pause indeed, yo, facts. I'm about to chill for the night though, guys. Shout out to y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's been your boy Persona. I hope you enjoyed the show. And what if he'll say, man did a WPS and a space that ain't his space in one day fire. Ayo, man, listen. that was Bari's space. That wasn't my space. I didn't host no space, okay? I'm not hosting no space for at least 2 months. 2 to 3 months. So around fall time, September, is when you'll see me do a space again, most likely. Listen, things change though, but as of right now, I'm sticking to that, man. It's too much. It's way too much drama and like crazy. Yo, that last space that Bari did that I was in, it was so much drama. It was even too much for me, bro. I even told Bari after the fact, like, yo, I need a break. I need a break from this shit, man. I need a break from, yo, ain't no cap, Chuck, chill, bro. Hey, yo, I need a break from this shit. And then what's funny is, I think it was the next day or probably the day after, it was that whole drama shit with old girl and old boy and they whole love connection relationship shit going on in the back end. I'm like, yo, listen, bro, what the fuck is going on in this community? Like, what the hell is going on here, man? This is too much. Like, yo, we need to dial this shit back a little bit, man. And I said the reason why all this shit is happening like this is because there is no games being announced. Ain't no gaming shit to talk about in terms of news. But shout out to PlayStation for swooping in and fixing all that. You feel me? Like they always do. Shout out to Nintendo swooping in with that Pokemon news real quick, fixing all that. But you see, here's the other side of it. Real quick. What time is it? 7 o'clock. Real quick. Let me get 10 more minutes of your time. Real quick. Come on, I'm gonna talk about this. Real quick. You know what it is too? This is what happens. And I'm speaking in general here. I'm not speaking about a specific person or anything like that. I'm speaking in general. I want to preface that. I want to put that disclaimer out there. I'm speaking in general. I'm not speaking on a specific person or group of people. All this drama, this is what happens when people not gaming.
Hello, FTC?
Yo, when people not playing games. Listen, I'm playing COD, I'm playing Soldiers, I'm playing Red RE8 Village. Like, I'm gaming, man. This is what happened when people ain't actually playing games. This is what happens. If people was really playing games, it wouldn't be all this drama. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, am I lying? Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, am I lying? This amount of drama would not be happening if people was actually playing video games. People ain't gaming. And that's why all this shit is happening. Because people not playing no fucking games.
Hello, FTC?
Hell, man. Hell, I gotta keep it a stack, man. I gotta keep it a stack. And again, this is not towards any specific person. I'm speaking in general. When you got shit like this happening so frequently, something is not happening. You know what that something is? Gaming. Hey, yo, listen, man. Play your games, man. Play your games, and I promise you. Like, it's good to be on the sideline and listen for a quick laugh. But if you don't want us in the middle of this shit, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on here? Hey, yo, Chuck, you feel me? But if I speak, though.
Hello, FTC?
Yo, Chuck know what it is, man. Chuck know what it is, man. If I speak, though. Shout out to Luca. But if I speak. Let me chill, man. Yo, speaking of which, yo, I'm gonna put my Soldiers impressions out this week as well. Imagine Twitter being quiet if PlayStation, Xbox had games. Yo, listen. We ask that gamers please game again. Yo, Bird, that's what I'm saying, bro. But if I speak, man. If I speak. Andy, what's up, man? In the words of Sumo, what are we doing here? Hey, yo, fact. What are we doing here? But all right, guys, listen, I'm really about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. Have a great evening. Enjoy it with your families and loved ones. Please be safe. It's crazy out here, man. It's summertime. It's a lot of weirdos out here in the streets, man. Please be safe. Keep your families safe. Yo, man, and you know, y'all, if y'all want to follow me on Twitter, you know, we have some gaming conversations and whatnot, man. You already know. And I hope I see y'all on the next show, guys. I really appreciate y'all. It's been your boy Persona. I'm getting up out of here. Peace out.